guys, this Evo just absolutely rips. Wow. Oh yeah. So fast.
YouTube, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's having a great day as always. Well, not as always, this is new to me. This is my 2006 Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 9 MR, and again with the 6-speed. I got the 6-speed back on it. I love this car. I just got this car. I've put in a total of I think 250 miles since I got it back. I drove it from where I picked it up at Shelton Raceway back to my house, and then I've driven it around like 10 times. I absolutely love this car. I can't stop driving it. But today I'm gonna give you guys 5 things that I absolutely adore about this car and why you have to buy one today. So I think it's a if you can find one. That's gonna be the first things I'm gonna do, is just 5 things that I've just cannot get enough about this car. I thought it'd be a great YouTube content. I always like these. When I'm shopping a car, I look for videos like this, and this is a car that a lot of people do shop all the time. So the first thing that I absolutely love, and I truly do, I've always wanted one of these cars since I was a kid, is the way it looks. It is so good looking. Oh my gosh, look at this, guys. It is absolutely beautiful. There's so many angles that I truly do love on it. I don't really have an exact favorite angle that I love on it, but there are so many things. It is the word I use is absolutely aesthetic. I owned a 2008 Mitsubishi Evolution 10 GSR that was a 5-speed manual, and I had that for, oh my gosh, about 5 or 6 years, and I truly adored that car. Sometimes I kick myself for selling it. It was done up perfectly the way I liked it, but I always had a lust and a desire to own the older, smaller, more nimble version, which is the 2006 Evo 9. I always wanted a 9, not an 8, but I always wanted a 9. You guys can Google and do Wikipedia and see all the things that are unique about the MR and about the 9, but it is a very special car and hard to get a hold of. Number one is just, I mean, look at this thing. As you guys saw from the intro, it is just absolutely super aesthetic. The front end is very aggressive. I like that hood more than the Evo 10 hood. I think this looks good. I think once I get the JDM rear Evo 9 bumper right here, I think this will be my favorite look, but currently I think the front of the car is my favorite look. But man, that wing, I always had to have that wing. I love the Evo 9 wing. I have a Toyota Celica, and I've had the TRD versions. I've never had an RSX, but I always wanted one, and I've never had an STI, but I've not really always wanted an STI. But out of all the wings that you can get from Japan, the high style, the larger, bigger spoilers, this is the best this is number one. This is the most aesthetic wing there is. It is carbon fiber. I've always wanted this one. There is bird crap on it right now. How funny is that? So number one, very apparent. Why do I love this car? Look at it. Hey guys, reason number 2, why do I think you guys should buy one of these and why you have to get one today. So again, 2006, this is getting old, man. 3 or 4 years from now, this is gonna be a 20-year-old car. That's an old car. Cars don't always last that long. You can get about 15 to 20 years out of a car, 25 and older, cars start to fall apart. That being said, this is what I love next, right here. These are the Recaros. They are my absolutely favorite seats I've ever had. I like these older Recaros more than the Recaros in the 10. I think they are more aesthetic. They are, you know, they look better. I love that it's two-tone, has the suede or Alcantara in the middle. I love the red stitching. I think that looks really good. It's pretty cool that you can get these from factory. These are really cool. SDI has some good seats. These ones are just more, these are just so much more race, and they're right at the point where they're not uncomfortable, but they're not comfortable where they're like gonna make you feel like you can fall out of them. They're at that perfect point when they made these. They're just at that perfect point where it's just the right amount of bolstering. There's nothing better than these. I've reviewed one of these cars before, and I've driven a lot of them. This is just by far these are the best seats in the entire industry. These are my favorite ones. I'm sure they're going up in value to get them. Mine need detailed, my whole car is filthy, but this is number 2. These front bucket seats are a reason to buy the car. No joke, these ones right here. And I had to have the suede and the leather and then the perforated. I had to have this combo. This is a perfect one. On the 8s, you can get the ones that are a little bit more JDM, that are bluish color and have the marks on. These are just the ultimate seats there are in the car industry. I like these seats more than my EVORA seats. These are just the best right here. They're just nothing better than these. I love them. I don't think I'll ever get rid of this car mainly for these seats. So number 2, freaking Recaros. Well, my car has some use. It's a 2006, like I said, it has 93,000 miles on it. When I bought my car, the 5th gear or the 6th gear went out. It was in 6th gear and then it popped out, and then 5th gear went out. So I ended up needing to get a new 6-speed transmission. Everyone kind of told me, hey, you should get a 5-speed because they are much more sturdy for power, you know, big power, 500, 550 horsepower, E85 stuff. I didn't want E85, I just want 350 wheel horsepower. I don't want a difficult car to drive. I want a very classic OEM plus look, and therefore reason number 3 that I love this car is that my Evo 9 has a 6-speed. Right there. So I really enjoyed, I currently have an ACT ME2 organic clutch. It's about an $800 clutch, very nice, with the OEM 6-speed that is not built. It's a stock 6-speed, and I really enjoy the 6-speed from the MR. And you only got these in the MR in the US. I believe in the foreign ones, in the other countries, you could get the 6-speed. This is the reason that I wanted this car more than my 10. I wanted the Evo 9 MR purely, this is weird, purely for the 6-speed. When I drive my Evo 10, at 80 miles, it was like in boost. It was like at 4,000 RPMs. I hated that. This car is perfect. It's not in boost. I think it's like at 22 or 2,300 RPMs. It is absolutely perfect for a daily driver and a cruiser. And if you get on the highway, the 6-speed is so good. It is so, as English said, it is one of the most fun transmissions to drive around in town in. It's quick, short, you shift a lot. It just feels so good. So number 3, if you can get an Evo 9 or an Evo 8, you must get the MR with the 6-speed. I know they're so rare and hard to find because everyone's putting these strong built 5-speeds in them. I just wanted to go with the 6-speed, and it is a true joy. I promise you, it's a really good transmission. Really smooth, really buttery, really fun to shift. If you didn't know, I currently have, besides the clutch, I have 100% stock Evo 9. I think it was the original clutch, which was 100% stock when I got it, which is great, but that clutch failed, that transmission failed. So now I do have an OEM 6-speed, but I have the upgraded clutch, and I'm gonna put a lot of upgrades. So this ain't gonna be 100% stock anymore. So we're gonna be leaving that. But that being said, number 4 is this beautiful legendary engine. This is a 4-cylinder, 2-liter 4G63. It's a legendary engine, and I truly do love it. I love it a lot. It's very interesting because the way that the car sits, the engine's actually quite low, in my opinion. It's kind of interesting. Once I lower the car, it's even quite low. It's very 90s and 2000s, and this is 100% stock. I even got the stock intake. You don't see this. I got the stock Evo 9 turbo. It does have it, for some weird reason, it does have the Evo 8 BOV. I will be switching that out, probably one of the first mods I do. And then this was a little bit grimy on here, so I did polish part of that. I'm going to continue to polish off the heat shield. I'll end up replacing the heat shield, to be honest. I should put this little clip back in here. That being said, I truly adore this engine. It revs and spools very quick. I'll take you guys on a drive here in a second. And it's very enjoyable, but the greatest thing about it is it's legendary. It has a lot of racing history, and then truly, it is an amazing platform to build on. The 4B is an amazing platform, but the 4G63 is it's just awesome. Millions of parts out there for it. You can get a limited amount of modifications, and most people, you just can't stop modding it, and that's why they have to get the transmissions, because it's so fun to make this car fast. But yeah, number 4, I really do enjoy this engine. I highly recommend, if you haven't driven one, if there's one at a dealership, maybe just go drive it for a little bit, just so you get to enjoy it. These are such great cars, and the heart of the engine, or the heart of the car, which is the engine, is just absolutely perfect. So number 4, the 4G63 is just absolutely wonderful. All right, we've made it. Reason number 5, why I think you should go buy one of these today and why I love it. It's all-wheel drive. The car is all-wheel drive. It is really fun. It hooks and books. I've had a lot of turboed cars that are front-wheel drive, or even the MR2, it's rear-wheel drive. The MR2, my MR2 Spider, hooks and books pretty good, but does not throw you in the back of the seat like this thing. The Evo 10, the Evo 9, all Evos that are all-wheel drive, maybe a Nissan GTR, those all-wheel drive cars, they slam you into the back of the seat. It is so fun. I used to do, I think there's a motorcycle going by. I used to do, I drive my Evo in the winter and I do donuts with it. It's so fun. It is such a fun car. I love that it's all-wheel drive. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but this is supposed to be my winter beater. I'm probably not gonna make this into my, I'm probably not gonna do this as a winter beater. I'm probably gonna, I got a Tundra, but my fiance drives that, but I'll probably have to get one more car. I can't drive this thing in the winter. It's gonna be so perfect. My car is not perfect. It needs painted, it needs a ton of stuff. We're gonna build this car together on YouTube, so make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't, if you're new to the channel and you're looking for an Evo and wanna see Evo 9 content. I'm gonna have hundreds of videos on this car, and so if you just wanna be here, if you like me, I love it, but if you like the Evo 9, that's great too, because that's why I mean, I'm cool and all, but the Evo 9 is why I would be here. And so yeah, number 5, and why I think you must go get one of these, it's all-wheel drive. It is a great all-wheel drive platform. It is fun, it is fast, and has everything. So those are the 5 reasons why I think you should buy one. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure to like. It is a good daily user. You can definitely use it, and that's why they all have 150,000 miles on it, is because people enjoyed to drive them so much, and that is why. I can completely understand where they came from. You know, why all these cars have so many miles on them? It's because it's just irresistible to drive. I'm not supposed to be driving this. Like, I should be driving my Celica, and I should be getting ready to turbo my Celica, and I should finish my MR2 that's being turboed. But I can't not drive this Evo. It's so fun. I love it so much. So make sure to like, subscribe, come back. I'm gonna do 5 things that I don't like about the car so far, and then I'm gonna do all the things on the following video. The 3rd video I'm gonna do, which will probably be out in a week or something. I'll do a video of why, or all the little things that I need to do to the car, because we're gonna mod the living daylights out of this thing, but make it look OEM plus, like I said. Like, subscribe, swing by my website, MitchDore.com, check out my merch there. I'll see you guys in the next video.
I do have the stock Evo 8 BOV. I think I'm gonna end up with a Turbo Smart BOV. But it still sounds good. It doesn't come as, I don't know if it comes across as a camera. I got my windows open. But in person it still has the BOV kiss. It's just not as good as the BOV from the Turbo Smart is amazing. I ran it on that Evo for my Evo 10. So let's go ahead and do one more pull here in a second here. I'm gonna let this thing wind up in 3, 2, 1, and rip it. Oh my gosh, it's so quick. What a blast.